Joe Worthy, and I've come in this week to go through my weekly Astro Moon Intuitive Goddess report and talk about some astro aspects, some intuitive things that I've come up, that I've actually tuned into, and also the Goddess card of the week. So hopefully you can join me live. I have come in a little bit earlier this week. If you can't, hopefully you will enjoy the replay. But if you come in and listen to the replay, if you can just go into the comments and hashtag replay, that would be great. If you're coming in live, just mention maybe what sun sign you are, if you know your moon and your rising, and maybe I'll select a few ladies that I will do a random reading for later on after the live. So anyway, welcome. It's Sunday the 19th of April, and the big astro news this week is the sun is moving out of Aries and into Taurus. Now we're still going to have, for the next few days and even until the end of April, we're still going to have an overlay of that Aries energy. Like I said, the sun is moving out of Aries and into Taurus as of tomorrow, the 20th of April. But we still have Mercury, the planet of communication, in Aries. And as of Monday afternoon, tomorrow afternoon, the moon moves into Aries as well. So there's still that Aries energy around. So it's really, you probably have found over the weekend with the moon in Pisces that you've been extremely sensitive. You've been extremely intuitive. It's a very feminine energy, and it's also very creative energy as well. So hopefully you've connected to some of those aspects of that beautiful moon in Pisces. But as of tomorrow afternoon, the moon moves into Aries. And like I said, the Mercury's still there as well. So it's still going to be quite an impulsive energy, quite an energetic, high energy, having lots of energy when you've got that Aries aspect. But the thing that you do have to be careful of is that it's very impulsive as well, and also quite direct in the way that you communicate. So again, like I said last week, I think I spoke about this, that you do need to probably stop and pause and reflect before you respond, because Aries have a way of saying things very, very directly, and at times come across a little too direct and can be quite hurtful. So remember to pause before you speak. And it's sort of like bringing up this warrior goddess energy within you. So there are times where you've actually probably stood back and not said a lot, but there's energy at the moment. It's like you want to express, you want to tell people what you think and how you feel, but just try and do it in a loving and kind way and not too direct to the point of rudeness. Because that energy of Aries can be a little hot-headed and a little aggressive. So just as long as you're aware of that, and I'm finding at this moment with everything that we're going through, there's so many changes that a lot of our shadow side is coming up as well. So all those things about ourselves that we're not really that comfortable may be coming up at the moment. And with the Aries energy, you're wanting to express things in a much more direct way, and with the shadow side, you might have had some sort of interesting things that you've had to confront about yourself the last few weeks, but it's all just learning and growth. And none of us are perfect. We've got that sort of that light and that shadow side, and that good and that bad, whatever, how positive, negative, a balance of those two things. And to really understand ourselves completely, we really need to work with that shadow side of us as well. And I'm finding with myself, and I think that it's a generally quite a universal energy at the moment, and because of these changes that are happening, that people are having to confront all the good stuff about them and all the bad. And I think this situation is actually bringing out the best in people and the worst in people. And when we're able to deal with our shadow side as well, it's actually a good thing when we go through those different layers. And yeah, the Aries energy has been quite interesting. But as of tomorrow, the sun moving into Taurus, and I spoke about Monday and Tuesday, being the moon being in Aries, the fire sign ruled by Mars. But on Thursday and Friday, the moon also moves into Taurus. So we've got the sun in Taurus, and we've got the moon, which is a new moon in Taurus, on Thursday and Friday. And I'm actually breathing a sigh of relief with the Taurus energy, because things start to slow down a little bit more. The Aries energy has been quite frantic. It's been good for getting things done. I know myself, I've been getting a lot of those projects done, but the Taurus energy slows things down, and it's like you don't want to be rushed. You don't want to be on somebody else's schedule. You want to do things quite methodically. Unlike the Aries energy, which is quite impulsive, Taurus is quite the opposite. They want to do things methodically. It's sort of like, perseverance, patience, and being practical, which are all wonderful things to have as life skills. And also, particularly if you're in business, a woman in business, then you need to be extremely practical, and also show a lot of perseverance and patience. Oh my goodness. Well, patience has been a virtue anyway the last few weeks, but you'll find with the Taurus energy, you're going to feel that you can really connect to that more patient side of that Taurus energy. With the new moon, that means it's the ideal time to set those intentions. It's the ideal time to also start new projects. And with this Taurus energy, with the sun and the moon, it's like I said, it's they're the Taurus energy, they're very, very detail-minded and organized and methodical. So it's a great time to actually start those new products, but in projects, launch those new products, but in a very methodical, detailed way. And the Taurus energy will help you with that. Now, Taurus is Earth, and it's also ruled by my favorite planet, Venus. So it's about really connecting more to beauty, to nature, really, really indulging the senses with taste and smell, like beautiful, cooking beautiful food, and the senses with beautiful aromatherapy oils. That Taurus energy, that Venus aspect, is going to love all those elements. It's really about connecting to your pleasure goddess with all this beautiful Taurus energy coming in. It's also very much about feeling safe and secure, but the shadow side of Taurus is not to become too caught up with being too materialistic, or caught up too much and bound to too much of the materialistic things. Really connect to the beautiful nature and the beauty, and highlighting, really connecting more to your senses, but don't get too caught up in and obsessed with your financial security. Abundance is there for everyone. Please connect to it, but just don't get too obsessed about it. Have that nice balance. And also with the Taurus, what I love about the Taurus energy, it's very determined as well. Some may say stubborn, but I prefer to say they're very determined. Determined to finish projects, determined to do, just determined. They don't give up easily. And yeah, I love that. I love that part of Taurus. And they're very, very loyal as well, and really, really reliable as well. Good friends, reliable, and we've all got that opportunity, whether you have Taurus in your chart or not. You've got the opportunity to connect to that beautiful sun in Taurus for the next 4 weeks, and also the new moon on Thursday and Friday, where there's that double dose of Taurus. So that's Thursday and Friday. And, really don't forget to set your intentions and create your affirmations. So then at the full moon, you can start to manifest those intentions. It's all about the new beginnings, getting rid of things that aren't serving you. This is this beautiful new moon energy. I actually love the new moon energy. I mean, I love the full moon as well, but the new moon is just as powerful, but in a different way. Anything else I was going to say? It's like slow and steady wins the race with the Taurus energy. So don't be in a rush. Really start to slow down, like I said. It's been interesting, like I said, with the Aries, because they just want everything done yesterday, and that impatience, you will find, particularly by the end of the month, when Mercury moves out of Aries and moves into Taurus, that it slows down even a little bit more, and prevents you from being, if you're actually naturally an impatient person, you may have found the last 4 weeks a little bit challenging with keeping your cool and remaining patient and not having that foot and mouth disease. But that's about to change with this Taurus energy. So on Saturday and Sunday, the moon moves into Gemini, and Gemini is air, and Gemini is ruled by Mercury. So on the weekend, it's sort of like it's more of a sociable energy. You want to communicate, you want to exchange ideas. Being an air sign, it's also very much to do with your intellect and your mind. So it's a really good idea to have great discussions, beautiful, deep and meaningful discussions, and collaborate, be more spontaneous, be more, that fun-loving side of you can come more out on the weekend. Yeah, so we've got a mixture of fire, earth, and air this week because we're just coming out of the water today and tomorrow with that moon still in Pisces currently at the moment. But then as of tomorrow, I'll just do a recap. As of tomorrow afternoon, the moon moves into Aries, fire, and ruled by Mars. And then on Thursday and Friday, the moon moves into Taurus, and it's a new moon. And then on Saturday and Sunday, the moon moves into Gemini. So that's basically the moon signs for the week. And with the beautiful news of the sun moving out of Aries and into Taurus, and things starting to slow down, and really, really connecting to that sensuous part of you. Taurus is very much about sensuality and that, highlighting your senses, and really, really bring that part of yourself into your world. And, I talk about the planet of Venus a lot, and I talk about bringing beauty into your world, but even more so in the next 4 weeks, because that Taurus energy is going to love you running those aromatherapy baths, filling your home up with beautiful flowers, going out into your garden, doing all those things that are bringing the simplistic things. And it's all about, at the moment, is going back to the fundamentals. It really is. Now, what I was also going to discuss is the goddess card of the week. This week is the beautiful Egyptian goddess MAAT, which is the goddess of fairness and truth and integrity. So you can call upon her to help you with really bringing out your truth, but also do it in a really fair way. And I was speaking about that before at the start of this video, that be careful how you're expressing yourself, and you're not saying things really too directly that you're being a little rude or hurtful. The MAAT energy is really about really expressing yourself in a loving and kind way and in a fair way. And it's also the other side of this energy is that if you're going through anything legal, there will be a fair outcome, which is really, really good news. If you have got something legal happening in your life, I believe that it will be all in your favor. Also, it's about surrendering to your truth as well, surrendering to peace and to harmony. So she's a beautiful, beautiful goddess. I should show you a photo of this. These are the Doreen Virtue Goddess Oracle cards. And if you look at her, she's quite beautiful, quite a powerful goddess. And like I said, she's the Egyptian goddess of truth and fairness. And also bring her into your energies this week for protection as well. So beautiful, goddesses, have an amazing week. If you've got any questions, please pop them in the comments. Hi Sharon, hi Monica, how are you? Thanks for joining. And for all the other beautiful women that want to watch the replay, enjoy. Have a beautiful week. Much love and many, many blessings. Mwah.